So I am starting here on my right side where I still actually have 11 stitches remaining. So I know that this next decrease on my right side row is going to take me down to 7 total stitches. I'll count these out for you. So I've got 1 stitch, 2 stitches, this yarn with its yarn, knit with its yarn over, 3 stitches, 4 stitches, 5 stitches, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So my next decrease gets rid of 4 stitches, and that will be 7. Oops. Let me remember where I am. So I'm again working yarns held at back, starting with color B. I'm just going to slip that first stitch, doing nothing to it, grabbing this, working into all 3 of those, knitting them together, taking this stitch with its yarn over, passing over, and doing my barks until I get to this last part where I have 5 stitches with yarn in front. Slip that one purlwise, slip knitwise, knit into this purl stitch, pass it over, pass this one over, slip it back to my right hand needle, and then just slip that last one. Now, even though I now have 7 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I still need to come across this row with my color A, and then I'm going to flip over and do a pass with my color B and a pass with my color A, so that we get back to a right side row using color B. So I'm just going to do that really quickly. Again, with this one, yarn held it back. Just gonna knit that stitch. Oops, split my strand there. There we go. And then slip one yarn over and burp until we get to the end where we have those last 2 stitches. And again, we can slip one. We don't need to go up and over with our yarn over because that last stitch is knit. All right, flip it. My color B is in front. My color A is just hanging out back here. I'm gonna slip that first stitch. Let's see if I can get everything out of the way. Slip that first stitch purlwise, just ignore it, and purl, or burp, sorry, into that one. Slip one yarn over, burp across, until I get to that last stitch and just slip it. Let's go back to the beginning. Untangle everybody a little bit here. And with my color A held at the back, going to knit. Oh my goodness, this loop of needle. There we go. Bring my yarn back to the front so that I can slip to yarn over when I bark. And then that last stitch, again, I just, with my yarn held in front so that the yarn over happens for that last burp stitch, I just knit into the end stitch. That's what my work is looking like at the front. Like I said, I've got that column slanting to the left, and I've got a column slanting to the right, and everybody's stacking over the tops of the adjacent knit columns. So this is where we do row number 79. We're on our right side, color B. So color B is at the back of our work. Color A is also at the back of our work. And with yarn held in back, we're going to slip that one. We're going to do our same left leaning decrease that we have on all the previous rows. So we're going to slip that one knitwise. We're going to bark these three. I mean, it's 2 stitches, so the stitch and its yarn over plus the purl stitch, but it's 3 strands that we're barking together. We're taking this stitch with its yarn over, passing it over. Now we're going to knit this next purl stitch. Then we're going to pass the left leaning decrease over that stitch that we just knit, put it back to our left hand needle, like so. You're going to take this bark stitch together with its yarn over and bring that over that knit stitch. Now it goes back to your right hand needle and you slip that last edge stitch in color A. So now we have just 3 stitches. Let me snug that guy up a little. 3 stitches left on our needle. So when we slide it back across and pick up color A, oh dear. All right. So we pick up color A, letting it go to the back of our work with yarn in back. We slip 1, then we knit 2 together. So these 2, the orange and the gray. Oh my gosh, this cord. Knit those together, and then I'm going to pass the slip stitch over, and then I'm going to cut my yarn. Of course I didn't bring any scissors over, and I'm going to pull it through. So everything comes to a point here. I will show you a little trick that I sometimes do to make it look even just a smidge neater. So I'll pause for a moment, go grab some scissors and a tapestry needle.